So, Congressman Arrington, what makes you a wind champion?
Well, Jen, it's great to be with you, and I'm honored to be referred to as a wind champion by the wind industry. I think first and foremost, because my congressional district produces more wind energy than any district in the country,
Wow.
and more wind energy is produced in the 29 counties I represent than the entire state of California. Now, that's a big bragging point for a Texan, especially because our bread and butter has been fossil energy.
Yeah.
We have one of the largest oil basins in the world in the Permian Basin in the Midland, Odessa area out in West Texas. And now we get to brag about having one of the largest wind farms in the world, and certainly now more wind energy production than anywhere in the States. And I think that's good for America. I think as an American, not just a Texan, we want to diversify our energy portfolio, and we want to advance renewable energy. I think that's a positive thing. Clean energy is positive. I don't think I'm all the above. I'm supportive of all the above. And this just, again, strengthens our country's position on energy production as a whole and allows us to be independent and allows our consumers and our economy to have reliable and affordable energy. So,
what are you doing on the Hill to keep to keep support for wind energy? I mean, there's been talk of tax reform and perhaps removing some of the subsidies for wind energy. What are you doing to keep that from happening?
Well, the wind energy industry has done a rare thing. They've self-imposed a phase out of their production tax credit. There are lots of credits and other tax benefits like deductions throughout the tax code. We definitely need to simplify it and make it fairer for everyone involved. And we need to simplify it to just lower the rates and make it simple for businesses and individuals by just giving them more of their money in their pocket, more of their revenue to reinvest in more operations, in this case, wind farms.
Okay.
But I think we have to do that in an orderly way, and the wind industry is already committed to phasing it out. The economics around wind farms and wind energy production get better and better as technology advances. Battery storage is one of those technologies that's come a long way, and something we worked on when I was Vice Chancellor at Texas Tech. So I think things are coming along well in that regard. I think it's beating the drum for the industry and explaining that there is this phase out, that the economics are good, that they won't always have this credit, and that other industries, even with oil and gas, independent oil and gas operators have depletion allowance considerations for taxes. So everybody's got things that support their industry because we want to grow the economy and we want more jobs and we want more energy independence. So I think it's just, the question is, at some point, can they stand on their own? Some energy sources can't. Maybe in time they will. But certainly wind has come probably the furthest in terms of renewable energy. Solar would be up there with them.
Yep.
So I just being an advocate, explaining how wind energy works and how well it's working in West Texas and all the manifold benefits. And then R&D is a big part of these emerging renewable energy portfolios. And my previous job was in R&D at Texas Tech, and I understand that R&D and the federal government's investment in R&D really does put America on the cutting edge of innovation in all industries, not just energy. But I've seen it advance renewable energy just in my job as Vice Chancellor for Research at Tech. So being an advocate for R&D and making sure that when we do cut some of the spending in the federal government that's not necessary, and that we have to reduce if we're going to get out of the $20 trillion debt hole that we're in. I want to make sure that when we're doing it in a smart and strategic way, and we're not cutting things that will actually make us more competitive and actually bolster our energy independence. And that'd be another way that I'm helping as a wind champion here in Congress.
All right. Well, thank you so much. It's great to talk to you.